Good morning. It is a little after 6, which is on the early side for me to be up, but I'm awake. The kids did not sleep amazing last night. Well, mostly the little two. Little one got up at like 2 and was like, what time is it? Time for bed. And then my son was up pretty early as well, but I'm up, so I thought we could start the day. And I thought I would bring you along with me to show you my full morning routine, weekday, get myself ready, get the kids ready to go to school, all of those things. I'm feeling very cozy right now in these PJs that I'm pretty sure I got on TikTok Shop. And I'm gonna just get ready to go downstairs. The first thing I'm gonna do is actually put my hair up so that I can brush my teeth and wash my face and all of that. I also usually start off the day by just having a gigantic glass of water. I'm actually still thirsty. I don't know, I always wake up so thirsty. Usually in the morning, I just kind of rinse my face off and then I do a more thorough washing at night. And then it's time for a little skincare. First up, this CEO Vitamin C from Sunday Riley. This is my absolute favorite thing. My mom actually bought this for me and gave it to me and did not tell me that it was like super expensive. And of course, it's the best because that happened. And then when I ran out, I went to buy more and I looked up how much it was and I was like, oh, I don't want to buy that, but I love it so much. My mom was kind enough to buy me a second bottle for my husband's birthday, which was a thing that happened. But after this, I think I will have to start buying it myself. It is just like the best. It smells so good. And I don't usually like scented stuff, but it just has like a light citrus scent and it just feels like very awake and refreshing. And it's definitely the best vitamin C I've ever used. Then I also just have this Neutrogena Niacinamide Boost. Just a little bit of that. And then a skin renewing gel. That's it. I actually do a sunscreen product when I put my makeup on. Not now. I like the gel to kind of like sit on my skin for a little while. And it's still dark outside and I'm not going outside yet, so don't have to worry about that. That's all of my morning skincare though. The last thing that I do want to do is I find my hairbrush. I was actually thinking the other day, my bathroom is very clean. Our cleaning people were here yesterday, but I really need to like go through all of the stuff in my cabinets, in our drawers, and kind of just clean that out. So I'm just gonna give my hair a quick brush. I actually might just pop in a picture so that you can see my full outlined routine. I have a 10-step morning routine. Takes about 2.5 hours, but it involves myself, but mostly also getting the kids ready for school and everything like that. I'm not working out in the morning. I'm not doing any of those things. Just kind of getting ready for the day, helping the kids do what they need to do. But I did journal it out yesterday, so I thought that would be really helpful. I'm going to show you me journaling out the spread in my Archer and Olive notebook at the end of this video if you're interested in seeing that. But just so we know what's coming, I'm going to pop a picture in. And then I do still clip my hair back at this time of day. Honestly, my hair comes in and out of the clip all day long, but I like to have it back while I'm getting ready to drink coffee and all of that. So I'm gonna get the bathroom cleaned up and we're gonna make the bed and then we're gonna go downstairs. So this was the mount that I was using while I was filming that. Now I don't know how to get this off and the mirror is so clean, so not the most thought out thing. Can't forget also eye drops. I do these morning and night ever since I got my LASIK surgery this summer. My eyes just get like a little bit more dry than they used to, but honestly not super bad at all. I don't need it at all during the day, and actually sometimes I even forget in the morning. Yeah, it's coffee time. proper way to make coffee is to just get it in your mouth, right? Now the kitchen is pretty clean, so there's not too much stuff to reset, but we have one kiddo who woke up a little bit late and would like some breakfast. So what would you like for breakfast, my love? Oh, Frosted Flakes chocolate milkshake, wow. All right, anything else mixed with that cereal-wise? Are you sure? All right. And do you want a banana?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's pretty crazy.
So that's cute. It's cute. It's cute that you say it wrong.
Banana coins or whole banana? Do you want your banana whole or sliced?
Oh.
Whole, okay.
Oh. Okay. Do I fall down?
You getting something yourself or do you need help?
I'll get it myself.
Is there a reason there's a basketball on the counter?
I don't know what these are called, but I call them crumb smashers.
It's a Nature Valley bar. That is a crumb smasher. They are really crummy, so make sure you eat that sitting only at the table and sitting over the table, okay?
27, 28, 33, 4, 35.
You know what word that is? Crunch.
Crunch.
Very good, crunchy. Okay. I'll make you regular toast. I won't griddle your bread again.
Okay, I'll have regular toast. What's this?
That's the microphone.
No, wait. Pistachio butter bread. What's
The
pistachio?
cereal. You can have just pistachio butter.
What's pistachio butter?
Pistachio butter is the fancy peanut butter made out of pistachios.
What's seal stuff? Well, I like the bread that just tastes crunchy when you toast it.
Yeah, that was because of how I cooked the bread. That was not because of which bread it was. But it's fine. I'm going to make you a piece of toast, and then you can come help me. So we just got this pistachio butter. I actually got it on Amazon. The viral Dubai chocolate bar was so comically expensive, and it was okay, but I don't think it's worth the price that you pay for it at all.
I do.
Thank you for that. But my response to that was that pistachio butter is absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna put a little on for you, and then you can spread it if you want, okay?
What is that? Orange jelly?
No, it's just peanut butter, but made with pistachios.
It's peanut butter made with pistachios?
Was there anything you were excited about for school today?
Oh yeah. I'm excited for our half day because then we get to go home.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot it was a half day. How do we get home from school at a half day?
Bus.
Thank you. Another morning. All right, you can take this to the table.
Thank you. That is green, green, green.
Now, what do you think your morning routine is? Start with wake up, okay? Start with wake up.
Wake up.
Okay.
Then I have breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And
Who
then
who helps you get breakfast usually?
Dad.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Oh, and then I.
Get dressed?
Oh yeah, and then I get dressed. And then I brush my teeth and hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then I check off my earring list.
Oh, we get the earring chart. Love it. Hey, do you know how many weeks left until you can change your earrings?
About like 5.
5, yeah. That's very exciting. What are some other things we do in the morning? Sometimes homework?
Yeah, homework.
Playing with your brother and sister?
Yeah.
Tidying up your room sometimes?
Only on cleaning people day mornings.
And if your room's really, really messy?
Yeah.
And also helping tidy up like the living room spaces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get our backpacks ready. And then your morning routine ends with you and your brother doing what?
Going out to the bus stop.
Very good. That's a good morning routine. Time to pack some lunches, or 1 lunch and 2 sets of snacks, because it's actually a half day. So we don't need a lunch. So this is pretty typical though, because the big kids actually buy lunch a lot. If they like the hot lunch, they're allowed to buy that. And Otherwise, I pack them a lunch, and then the little one gets packed lunch every day for preschool. So I do like prep this a lot. So I have one mac and cheese left. It's just an Annie's mac and cheese, some applesauce, a yogurt pouch. Give a little bit of carrots, which hopefully still get eaten. We're out of ranch, but she'll usually eat them even without it. And then I am out of strawberries, but I have some grapes left because it's preschool. I do need to cut them though. And then just a granola bar. I've been trying to get rid of these Nutri-Grain bars, so I'm putting it in, but it's not gonna get eaten because apparently the kids don't like Nutri-Grain bars, even though they beg for them at the supermarket. And then we have a couple of leftover muffins in there that you can have as her breakfast snack. So that is one done. And then I just have these little snack pouches. Granola bar. They have a morning snack at school. And my son likes a yogurt pouch for that, which is why we have the insulated bags. And then my daughter's gonna just want something salty. We have a couple of pretzels left. So stored water bottle, lunch box or snack box, and folder to go in backpacks. We got the little one's bags. She's actually putting her shoes on right now because it is time for her to go. Here, I'll give this to you if you're walking out. Have a great day. I'm sure everybody's homework. Oh, bud, you have a little bit of homework. All right, your homework is done, so don't forget to turn it in when you go to school. All right, the backpacks for the big kids are all packed up. The kitchen is all reset and clean. We finished a little bit of last minute homework. I've just reheated my coffee and I'm gonna take that upstairs and then finish getting ready and check in with my planners. So I just got dressed for the day. I just put on a pair of leggings and like an exercise shirt and a turtleneck or a mock turtleneck because it's freezing. I'm not really going anywhere today, except I'm gonna take the kids to the library this afternoon. But I'm gonna finish getting ready before I go in my office. Sometimes I go in my office first and check in with the planners, just kind of depends, but figured since I'm filming, I'll go ahead and get ready first. Knock things over first. Nothing too crazy. Trying out this whole mirror mount right now, which I'm really liking. So I am gonna put on a little bit of sunscreen. This is just the e.l.f. Invisible sunscreen. I really like this one. Sometimes if I'm gonna wear like a makeup base that has sunscreen, I'll skip this. I don't spend a lot of time outside, but it's good to have a little something on. I do have, for summer, I have like moisturizer that has sunscreen too that I'll use. In the winter, I just really prefer that gel. And then this is my absolute favorite, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. So just use a little bit of that. And then I mix that with a teensy bit of the e.l.f. CC Camo Cream. Most of my makeup is from e.l.f., but I mostly just want this like a little on my cheeks to cover up the redness. And I just feel like their CC cream is like a much more medium type coverage or full, not necessarily full coverage, but it has more coverage than the Halo. And like I said, I just want to cover up a little bit of the red that's on my cheeks. I think the vitamin C really helps. And then also I just got a prescription for the tretinoin, which is like prescription retinol, and that's actually helped a lot too. Again, as I said, pretty much everything is e.l.f. Gotta take care of those dark circles. Like I said, we didn't get the best sleep last night. Not my fault. I've been doing such a killer job with getting to bed on time, which was such a struggle at the end of last year. But ever since I put that iPad lock on my iPad, where like my iPad won't let you into any apps after 10 p.m. It's been so helpful. It's just like a little bit of accountability. Like, yes, should I be able to do that myself? Probably. So, but I hadn't been, so you know, just a little bit of extra accountability. Again, no need to go too crazy. I'm not really going anywhere. Just want to look a little bit put together. My other favorite, the e.l.f. setting powder. I have the Halo Go one too, but I actually haven't tried it yet because I was kind of using this one up, but to try that. And then more sunscreen, but also this just setting spray. I really like this. But if you are wearing this, definitely put it on before you put any mascara on. Did reheat my coffee. This is gonna be a 3 coffee morning, so we will definitely make another coffee when I go back downstairs. And on the third one, our regular coffee and from the French press is done. So on the third one, I will go ahead and have a lightly sweetened coffee, my new favorite obsession with an espresso. So I'll show you that. And this is like this, it looks blue when you put it on and then you wipe it off and it leaves a stain on your lips all day. It's so insane. It's a little bit expensive, but it goes on sale a lot. I actually keep getting videos right now saying that it's on sale, but and it's the Wonder Stain Lip Skin. I forget what the regular price is, but I think the regular price is like $30, which I'm not paying. I got it on Black Friday sale for like $13, and I keep seeing things saying it's back at $13, but every time I look, it's not. So I'm waiting because I do want to order another one once it goes back on sale. But basically, you just like let it dry for a second. Actually, while that's drying, I'm gonna plug in my straightener. Another TikTok find, this is the Timo straightening brush. I actually have 2 of these. This was like $40 and this was the find. So you can use this to just fully straighten your hair. It's a fine straightener. It's not like the best straightener I've ever used, but it's good. It does the job and I really like the brush. But for touch-ups, this is just the best thing ever because it takes like 2 seconds. Basically, you just plug it in, let it heat up, and then brush your hair and it just like resets everything. So yeah, I really like that. All right, so I'm gonna wipe this off. And it just leaves like a little lip stain. So I would really like to buy a darker color of it. I wasn't sure about it, so I got a lighter one when I bought it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up a darker color. And then just depending on what I'm doing, I either just stick a little gloss on or I can use some other lipstick, whatever. But again, I'm not really going anywhere. Sometimes I wear mascara, but I'm not going to today because again, I'm not really going anywhere. But I'm gonna put my makeup away and wait for the brush to heat up. All right, so the brush is all heated up and my hair is pretty much brushed from before, but so I can just kind of go in and brush my hair. So when I'm straightening my hair, like the first time after I shower and blow dry it, I will, section it off and I'll straighten it. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I use a different straightener. Just kind of depends on my mood. This one is definitely easier. And then also I just feel like my hair looks better after I've slept on it, which I don't know if anybody else feels like that way, but yeah, it just kind of flattens things out and all of that. I've got a lot of hair. It's very, very thick. So, but then this, I just touch it up in the morning. And again, if I'm not going anywhere or if I'm having like a super lazy PJ day, I do not always do this. I also just washed my hair yesterday, so it's in pretty good shape because I went to spin class yesterday, so I don't need like dry shampoo or anything, but tomorrow I would, add in the dry shampoo. Yep, that's it. And then I'm gonna switch from my big hair clip to a little one that does half up, half down, because I usually do like my hair like clipped out of my face, especially while I'm working and stuff. And like I said, I just take my hair in and out of clips pretty much all day. So I'm gonna let that cool off for a second before I put it away and just kind of finish resetting the bathroom. I like to try and leave everything just really as neat as humanly possible so that when I come back to it later, all of the spaces are clean. 1 cup is allowed to stay up here. The rest I've already taken downstairs. The coffee is gonna come with me. And this is mostly done now. Also, this is what the bedroom looks like. Again, everything all neat and reset. We do have like PJs/sweats laid out. Actually, I can make that a little bit neater. I'll probably wear these again tonight, although I'll see, because I did wear them for part of yesterday. This is just like the warmest thing ever. It's just really so lovely. So my spaces are all clean, so I'm ready to go into the office. Here's my spread for the week, what I'm working on, filming the morning routine, and then I just want to check in with my to-do list and also my habits. Sometimes my chair, I only have 1 office chair and I slide it back and forth. I've just never found an office chair that I like better than the one that I have, and they don't make it anymore. It's from IKEA. I did go to bed on time. I did my skincare. Our house is extremely tidy. I had a productive day, which I already marked. The kids did good school, kind of, actually. I feel like they did watch a lot yesterday. Okay, and then I already marked off journaling and walking. I'm working on, so I just want to make sure that I'm looking at my weekly to-do list and just kind of making a note of anything mentally that I need to do for today. I do put some of it scheduled in here, but I also use Notion and a digital list that I work off that has more detail as well. I kind of use this to map out my week. I have a work notebook and Notion to just like kind of keep track of all the nitty gritty. Here's the morning routine one that I was talking about that I flashed a picture of before, and you'll get to see me actually write that all out in just a minute. But yeah, I don't think I've forgotten anything. So now we can head over to my computer desk, which is just on the other side. I've also got my big calendars that I can check in with. And then here is my computer side. So this is my work setup. I do have a freelance consulting business, very Excel and computer heavy, so I like to have the extra monitors and all of that. But I also do have my work notebook, my content planner. I just put my iPad and my coffee there so we can kind of check in with work. Real quick, I'll just show you the Notion setup that I'm working on. So this was such an upgrade. I'm so obsessed with this. It's been working super well so far. I'm not quite done yet. You can see I still have like some spaces that I'm working on filling out and just different things like that. But the base structure is all done, at least for the home screen. I'm still working on adding a couple more things in there. And then my content planner is here. This is the Laurel Denise Mini Project Planner. And I've been really loving this for content. So then I can just kind of check in and, make sure I have all the stuff if there's anything else that I want to be working on or that I need to change or to be aware of. Sometimes I leave this open for a while and sometimes I put it away, just kind of depends, but I've got like this space here so that I can do whatever. And then I'm just going to check in with emails and a couple of other things, and then I'm going to go back downstairs. And I am actually going to set a timer for just 5 minutes because I don't have that much time right now. And I do use kind of a triage system for email and stuff as I'm checking in. If it's going to take 2 seconds to answer, I'll just go ahead and answer it then. Otherwise, I use a flagging system to mark things, depending on how urgent they are. But I'm not, at this point of the day, when I'm just doing kind of email triage and file triage, I'm not trying to spend even 5 minutes answering something. Like if it's just a thanks, great, that I can do right now and have it taken care of. But otherwise, it's going to get saved for later. Great. Well, there was not that much to check in with, and I checked in with everything that I needed to check in with. So I'm going to head back downstairs and give the kids a 5-minute warning. A few kind of last cleanups from stuff that the kids took out. They're pretty good about helping with this. We do have paper airplanes kind of everywhere. We do try and just kind of tidy as we go. It makes things a lot easier. We have new living room furniture coming soon, and I'm so excited for that. We bought new couches and a bench and all kinds of stuff. So, all right, friends, socks and shoes.
Walking into my shoe.
All right, go wait by the front door, please. You still need your coat. All right, bye, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
How are you getting home from school today?
Bus.
Good. All right, so the kids have walked down the bus stop. I can actually see them out the window, which is so nice because it means that I don't have to walk down with them. They really enjoy going by themselves and playing with the neighbors and all that. So now we're approaching the end of my morning routine. As I think I said before, it kind of runs from 6:30 when I wake up till 9 a.m. when I want to be on to the next task, to whatever it is I need to get done for the day. I actually lock out things on my iPad at 9. Not everything, because I do use my iPad for work and for other things during the day, but I lock out like reading apps and different things like that so that I make sure that I'm focused on what I need to be doing, and that starts right at 9 a.m. This is what I call my last 15. Watch the kids leave on the bus and then also just have like a couple of extra minutes. This is my absolute favorite time of day. It's just so peaceful after a really hectic morning where we got a lot of stuff done. It's really nice to just have a couple minutes to sit and relax. Sometimes I read, sometimes I journal, sometimes I just stare off into space, sometimes I edit things on my phone or go through my pictures. Whatever I feel like doing in that moment I can do. And sometimes, like what I'm gonna do right now, is make an extra coffee because I really feel like I need that. So this last coffee, which I don't have every day, but when I'm feeling it, it's gonna be one in the same cup because I'm not dirtying another cup, but it is the sweet vanilla pod from Nespresso. I could not have this as a first cup of coffee, but it's so good as like a last cup of the morning. And I just put in a little bit of half and half. And then when it's done, I'm gonna top it with just a little bit of the cold foam, which makes it pretty sweet. I'm not really a big sweet coffee drinker, so this is just like a little hint of sweetness that's just perfect. We are almost out of cold foam. And yeah, that is my last coffee of the day. So while I sit and enjoy the last couple of minutes of my morning routine, and by far the most peaceful part of my day, I'm actually gonna throw it over to the tabletop view, and you can take a look at my journal and do a little bit of journaling with me around the importance of routines in general, and also the breakdown of my morning routine, all of the steps that we just went through. I hope you enjoyed getting to see my morning routine in action. Before I wrap up this video, I thought I would share with you the why, a little bit more of the tools that I use throughout my morning, and we can get that all set up in my journal. This is an Archer and Olive notebook. This was supposed to be my journal last year, but I literally journaled like 3 times. So we're trying again for 2025. And one of the first things that I did for this year, as I'm thinking through the things that I want out of this year, out of my life, from my family, I've been thinking a lot about my routines at the beginning of the year and the systems we have in place to kind of ensure the success of the day. So I started with this, and I kind of broke my routines into 6 routines, 3 that are daily and then 3 that are more weekly, monthly. I certainly have other routines that I use, and a lot of these routines are actually made up of smaller routines, if you will, but these are the ones that I kind of wanted to focus on, and they touch on so many different life areas and parts of my life, and parts of them involve getting the kids involved or helping the kids. Part of them are self-care, organization, cleaning, all kinds of different things. So what we're gonna start with today is the morning routine. I took you through my morning vlog style. Eventually, I'm hoping to work through each one of these routines in a video, so stay tuned for more on that. I got this from ChatGPT, but I love this little quote. So I wrote, "Each routine is a beat in the rhythm of our lives," and that's kind of how I approach my routines philosophy, right? I want things that help me move smoothly throughout my day, throughout my week, month, year, etc. I'm definitely a planner person. I like to know what's coming. I like for things to be organized, and having good routines, having that structure in place really helps make that happen. And also I think it's really essential for the kids, and it helps them know what they need to know and where they're going and what they need to be doing. So starting down here, we have our morning routine. And what I did on this spread is I actually wrote the why. Like, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish with this routine? How do I want to feel? So for my morning routine, I wrote, wake up and start the day on the right foot. I'm ready for a productive day. My spaces are tidy and organized. The kids have what they need and are ready for the day. And I feel ready and refreshed to start my day once the kids are at school. So as you saw already, my morning routine starts from the time that I wake up, 6 to 6:30, and ends around 9 a.m., which is about 15 minutes after the kids leave for school. That is my first chunk of the day. It is my chance to get ready, and I want to be set to go at 9 a.m. for whatever is next on my agenda. So we're gonna actually now break down my morning routine, and I'm gonna use the MoxiLife color coding. If you don't know, MoxiLife is a goals planner. It's what I use for my weekly planning and also to set my goals. It's a really wonderful system and a wonderful goal setting tool, and it has 8 life areas, and this color coding, this is year 4 for me using MoxiLife, and this color coding is just how my brain works at this point. So each life area has a different color code. You've got yellow for personal, red for work and learning, orange for fun and recreation, purple for family and relationships, this blue color for health and wellness, teal for spiritual and personal growth, green for financial, and gray for physical environment. So I can break down the colors of my routine, and I know kind of what area of life I'm talking about based on the MoxiLife color coding. And then I did use some colors here. So I used the green for my morning routine. Hopefully this doesn't clash too badly. So I'm just gonna grab this Tombow. Now, there are elements in my morning routine, in all of my routines, that are not like, there are things that are just absolutely have to happen, you know, must do. Like, the kids have to leave for school, they have to be ready. So there's not necessarily that flexibility, but there are other things that I don't have to do. I feel better when I do. If I don't have time, I don't do them. I think that that's important to acknowledge. And then the other thing is, where are there differences, right? So I went through my whole routine, and this is a normal day routine, but I have a couple of days that work slightly different than the others. It's still the same basic routine. It looks just ever so slightly different. So step 1 is just waking up, and the I don't really have, you know, anything else that's happening here, but I do have 2 systems of accountability, which I'm going to use these hearts for. The first is an alarm on my phone, and I don't always set it, but I have it if I need it. And then the other is my husband, who shouts up the stairs for me to get up if I am sleeping too late. Then number 2, we'll just call like personal care. This is really personal care part 1 because I don't, as you saw, get dressed just yet. And this one has some steps, which we'll use the dot marker for. So, you know, we brush our teeth, we do our skincare, and we brush our hair and usually pin it up to get it out of my way. And then I can actually even further break down my skincare here. Vitamin C cream, a peptide, and then a gel moisturizer. So I do feel like this personal care stuff is really more, I guess, it's our health and wellness related, right? Taking care of your skin, your teeth, all of that. So I'm just gonna give it the yellow color, but I did. And likewise, I feel like waking up on time is kind of just like a health and wellness type thing. And color that heart in. Okay. Then we have our upstairs tidy. So I clear off the bathroom counters, put everything I use back. I make the bed, do like a quick tidy up, pick up any clothes, and then take anything back downstairs with me that needs to come downstairs. Do usually leave like 1 cup upstairs, but I don't need, somehow, I don't know, some days it seems like there ends up being just like 5 different cups upstairs because every time I walk upstairs I bring a cup of water with me, and then you've got so many upstairs. Then we have our kitchen reset and coffee time. You know, I'm gonna give it the health color. If I don't drink coffee, it's bad for everyone's health. I put away the dishes, I clear the counters. The kids usually already have breakfast because my husband has got it for them, but I do the breakfast dishes. We clean up more in the evening, but this way it's just kind of reset and started for the day. Generally speaking, I wouldn't say every day, but almost every day this does involve unloading the dishwasher. And then it's time to get the kids ready. So then I pack lunches and snacks. I help with hair and clothes as needed. If anybody needs a second breakfast, we work on that. Any homework or other help, and we assemble the backpacks. You know, do you have your school supplies, folder, a sweatshirt? Do you have what you need? Are you ready for school? Water bottle, a good one. We often forget water bottles, so that is a good one. And by that, I mean they get left at school all the time. Library books, if you have them, and it's your turn. Kind of all the thing. I want that one to be a square. Now, sometimes there is some downtime in between 5 and 6 here, and you know, I can do what I want with that time, usually sit and drink my coffee for a minute. But the next thing that has to happen is that my husband and my youngest leave for preschool. This one will go away next year because my youngest is actually in her last year of preschool and all of the kids will be in the same school next year. At that point, I will just be actually my husband leaving for work, I'm guessing. So this usually happens between 7:15 and 7:30. And then this one is usually accompanied by some last minute freak out over supplies or hair or something, where this 4 is like very much the age where she wants to do all of the things by herself sometimes, not always, but and I want her to do the things by herself. But like this morning, I swear it took her like 20 minutes to change her clothing, just literally to change her outfit. So sometimes if we're in a rush, we get help whether we want it or not. But other things like hair, she can't do herself. And then we have kind of what I'm going to call big kid time. So my youngest is gone, and then we can have any other homework help or reading. or activities. Sometimes I film with the kids at this time of day, just whatever they need, just getting them set up. And some days they're nearly self-sufficient and, you know, I don't need to do anything. And sometimes they need constant supervision, and you just never know what you're gonna get with elementary schoolers, or really any kids, I'm sure. Then I go back upstairs for personal care part 2. Then I get ready, and some days I don't. Some days that's just like changing my clothes. Some days that's makeup, whatever. Just depends. And then also, if there is time, I like to do a little planner check-in and also like work and emails check-in. Not actually working, just like checking in, making sure I know what's going on with my day. If I have anything urgent, I'm not necessarily handling it then, I'm just making a note of it so that I'm ready once the kids are off to school. Then we have flex time. Sometimes, if we have time, we can do the other things. I'm going to come back to that one in just a second. And then last up, the kids leave for school, and I occasionally walk them to the bus, but usually I do not. So I can see the bus stop from my window, and usually they want to go by themselves. Sometimes if one of the kids is not taking the bus for whatever reason, like if somebody had to be at school early or whatever, then especially if my daughter is at school early, my son, who's a little bit younger, won't wait at the bus stop himself. So occasionally I do go with them, but mostly I just watch them from the window. And this is actually my favorite time of day. It's kind of what I call like the last 15 minutes before my day starts. The house is super quiet because nobody's home but me, and it's just really peaceful. I can sit, I can finish whatever I was doing, I can read, I can drink my coffee, I can just zone out, whatever I need in that time. Now, the flex time, sometimes I just hang out with the kids. Sometimes they want help with something. Sometimes they're playing really nicely together and I'm not going to interrupt that. Sometimes I do phone and email time or edit reels, or whatever. Sometimes I actually read or journal. So just kind of all different things that are available to me in that moment. And that's where we get into that last 15. So, you know, if I am not done a chapter, if I'm not done my journal entry, I have that 15 minutes, but I want to be ready for the day. And I'm ready for the day by 9 a.m. And then my iPad does lock me out at 9 a.m. so that I can't access like books or, you know, any of the fun stuff anymore. That's actually been super helpful as accountability because I am home all day by myself. But that is a journaled breakdown of my morning routine. I hope you enjoyed spending the morning with me. I had so much fun bringing you along, and the kids definitely had a blast sharing their morning routines with you as well. Let me know some essentials that you always have to do in the morning to feel your best down in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to see more vlog style videos, also let me know in the comments down below. They're pretty fun to film. Thank you so much for watching. You can also check me out on TikTok and Instagram at MyCraftyPlans, and I hope you have an awesome day.